Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I just flipped my truck over. All right. So, here we go. 10:12 in the morning. I think in this episode I am going to try to take down a couple trees. I'm going to try to get a tree and a half in that truck. We'll see what kind of money we can make off of it. Now, I see that there are different kinds of trees. I don't know exactly which one I just cut down, but I don't think it was one of these trees. I'm going to see if that tree brings any more money. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more of a. All right, so they're saying this is a Ponderosa Pine. Ponderosa Pine. So I got to kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to try to get two trees, or at least a tree and a half in the truck, and see if we can get a couple trees knocked down that are different trees and see what the difference in price is. Oh, I think I'm too sideways or not sideways enough. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I can get way lower there. I've got to remember that at some point we're going to have to look at how much a stump grinder. Oh, don't hit the truck. Oh, man, this is more real life than I like to admit, folks. I hit the truck there. No damage. Good deal. Jeez Louise. Again, why I set the crop damage to off, because that's probably going to happen a lot. There are a ton of branches on this tree. Ponderosa Pine. We'll see if we get any more money for it. Let's see here. I think I kind of have to crouch down. This is a little bit finicky with the. Sometimes I have no problems. There we go. Other times I have all kinds of problems. Like I think I need to come to that other side. Oh, oh, I didn't do that. I was thinking just a minute ago, and I don't know this for a fact, but maybe whoever created this map made it to where it gets rid of the end. It's kind of junky. It's really kind of just more of a pain in the butt to get rid of. Okay, good. I got that one on the bottom there. Oh, I don't think I got that one. Oh, I just about cut her in half. Oh, did I get that one on the bottom? Okay, there we go. I think I got it for the most part. I can't see these branches in here. Let's see if my theory's right here. I don't know. Just a thought that maybe he made it to where get that set up properly. Oh, too sideways there. Well, it seems like I can come all the way down to the bottom on this one. So there goes that theory. But yeah. So this stuff is. I'm gonna see if I can actually. Okay, got that. What about that one? A little overboard here. I don't know if that's actually still connected or not. Yeah, it looks like it. There we go. All right, so this is going to be a little bit off target there. It is important to kind of get them straight. I think the straighter you get them, the easier it is to, oh, easier it is to kind of load it in your truck here. Okay, well, let's look at the weight. Yeah, it's still got it in kilograms, 46. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there's another, Straighten her out a little. There's another branch there. Got it. 88, so that should be fine. And it has to fit in the back of the truck. Ooh, that's a, well, 137. I think I'm still good. It gets thick up here, though. Got rid of that. It's like rolling on me. Hold still now. Where are you going? Oh, what are you doing here? It's like rolling on me.
So literally, every time I was trying to go and cut this log, it would start rolling on me. And I tried a different side, it didn't work. So eventually, I had to get the old truck out and park it in front so that it would stop rolling on me.
Hold that, hold that thing still, man. Holy cow. Now I'm trying to figure out where I should try to cut it at because I feel like it's going to roll no matter what. It's a bit of a pain here. Here we go. I always forget how to switch to my chainsaw. It still doesn't look very straight. Maybe because the log's crooked. I don't know. What a pain in the ass.
Eventually, I'll get a little bit better at this, but I spent a lot of time looking for this tree in the woods and trying to figure out how big that I could cut it so that I could actually pick it up and throw it in the back of the old black truck there.
This is almost looking a little too big. Drop her on in there. Stay there, otherwise it's gonna roll on me. Oh, freaking branch on there. Yeah, that's why I took the crop damage off. Ah, such a pain. I mean, this is tedious. I think they do have machines you can buy, and they're way down the road, that actually cut them to length and debranch them and everything. Those things are pretty expensive.
I spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure out how to get this truck loaded and strapped down so I can get it to the sawmill.
I feel like it's not all the way over. Oh well. Okay, those other ones are too big, so do. Gotta figure out something. Gotta cut a little something off the end, I guess. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know why that thing just doesn't look straight. Alright, let's see if I can. Okay, I can pick that up. I think eventually, at some point, I'm just gonna stack a bunch of it. See if I can get this down in there. Can I go in there? Drop in there. Oh, that little branch. Oh, it's not in the way. Basically, just get it cut and stack it somewhere, and then basically just run loads all day. This is a tedious process here. Now, farming is too. I won't lie. Farming's kind of boring. You're just driving, especially depending on, like, this is a big field there. That's gonna be like 45 minutes of just driving back and forth, up and down. All right, I got everything so far that I've cut. Wait, no, that one's 241, so that's a big one. Let's see. right, 102, 138. So yeah, that should be fine. I was thinking I'm going to try to get a tree and a half, but that's a big old, some big old logs there.
I'm trying to speed this up a little bit. This video ended up being a lot longer than what I was expecting, but I spend a lot of time just trying to actually find the trees and then cutting them to the right size just to get them into the truck. And again, as time goes on, I get a little bit better at this, and I had a couple ideas on how to make it a little bit easier to get this in and out of the trucks without losing it in the woods every time I turned around.
Look at that little stake pull up. Hopefully nobody gets too close to me. That's a vampire slayer right there. All right, come on down. Okay. I think I can unstrap this to put something on there. I just want to make sure this thing doesn't roll out of here. How do I do that? Fasten the tension. Okay.
I will probably eventually throw in some elevator music here for some of these parts that get a little bit repetitive. So I'll talk about that here in a minute too. But I saw that I got a copyright warning on my last video. So apparently I can't even play the radio music that is in the game because they want to hit me with a copyright warning. So I'm going to have to change that up anyway. I'm not going to lie, this got hard to watch even during the editing process of it, how terribly I was going about loading this truck. But I am about to show you what you do not want to do while you are loading your fancy truck up with a whole bunch of wood.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I just flipped my truck over. What? Come on. This is crazy. All right, I'm not gonna be able to get all of that, I don't think. I mean, at least not what I have. Can you go that way? Will that strap in? No. Yeah, I have goofed up here somewhere. I was doing pretty good and try till I tried to add that last piece, and then I couldn't get the strap in.
I promise that I do get better at loading these trucks. I probably just needed to take my time right off of the bat. And obviously, don't flip your truck over. You don't want to flip your truck over, especially when that's the only way you've got to haul any lumber as it is. So hang with me. I do get better. All right. So again, I got the copyright warning about, I guess, the music in the truck. So I'm going to try not to play the music in the truck. But as you can see, I lose a log here as I'm backing up to get ready to go down to the old feed store there.
All right, sell wood. $1,614. That was a pretty good haul. And I'm convinced that Ponderosa Pine. All right, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try to get some of it down in there first. Oh, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room in there. but maybe, just maybe. Did I leave another one laying somewhere? There it is. Grab that. All right. Oh, Ponderosa Pine. Let me get you leveled in there a little bit. There we go. Hunker down in there. Atta kid. All right. Let's get this. We still got. Tell you what. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, these branches are forever in there. What am I doing? I don't know if I got it or not because it's underneath there. All right. Well, we're about to find out. No, I didn't. Maybe I can set it up on this one. Why, the branch goes completely into the ground. Come on now. Now grab this thing. Do, do, do. I don't know if there's any way I can lay it that it doesn't basically. No, there it is. Let's see if that'll let me do it. If there's any devs watching this, you guys need to. Oh, did I just hit the truck? There. Need to fix that branch thing there. What am I doing? Get that out of here. Give me that. Okay. What I ought to see is if I can get one size in there to fit right there. Let's see here. We'll cut this one. Well, I guess I got this one over here. It's close enough. Let's see. Will you stop spinning? Holy cow. All right, let's see. I want to make sure I can get it in there. Tetris, folks. I played a lot of Tetris back in the day. All right, now let's try a couple of these longer ones. Do. All right, spin this way. I wish there was a good way to rotate these, and maybe there is. I'm just not paying attention. All right, let's see. Do. Okay. Well, got it. I might be able to do that again. Just kind of keep building it up. I'll go backwards next time. Oh, trucks are rocking. Trying not to mess this up, but there, okay, that fell in there a little bit better. If that one were a little bit longer. All right, is that it? I think that's it. All right, Ponderosa Pine, that brought some money. What's this here? Spruce, okay. Maybe we'll try a spruce tree next time. Is that also a spruce? Yeah. What's this one here? Deadwood. Well, something tells me deadwood might not exactly be what brings in the bucks. That's a deadwood too. I don't know what I took the first time, so I'm not positive. Let's see. Turn. You need like a little better way to handle this too. Jeez Louise, come on. Okay, I see. There is a way. Okay, I figured it out. So good. That's awesome. That'll make it a little bit easier. All right, I'm gonna try to get a few more on there. I'm gonna try to cut down one more tree. I'm gonna keep it as the spruce, even though there's one right there. I'm gonna get back here a little bit farther in the woods, start kind of opening up a path. I think what I can do, I might cheat a little bit. You can actually use like a paint tool and like paint a road, rather than basically having to get like a serious equipment to bring in a road, simple road. Let's see here. Get it close to the ground as I can. All right. Oh no. Seriously. Don't get hit by the tree, sir. It's like I can't get close enough to it. Let me go this way.
I'm telling you, folks, sometimes if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. This game is too much like real life. I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out how to get this tree down without having to cut it into 5 or 6 different pieces.
Let's see if I can help this along here. Snap, you broke your chainsaw. Way to go, bud. Alright, that's a big one. Ah, need to do this again. I'll have to look and see how much that trailer is. I think it's 4,000. So I think if I can get another 2,000 off of this load, I can go ahead and get me a wagon. We'll have to go to town and pick it up. Okay. Do. All right, now these, I was hoping that thing would fall all the way down, and it does not seem to want to do that. I could pull off the old lumberjack trick. So here we're gonna test this theory that I can't get hurt in this game. I mean, I did just flip over a truck, so everything seems fine with it. So realistic is probably not what we're dealing with. All right. Why not close enough? Okay. Right there. Some reason it won't let me cut that down there. There it goes. Timber! Oh, good deal. All right. Well, there went that. You'd think by now I'd know how to change over my chainsaw. All right, here I come, old Black Beauty. All right, that's about the right size. There's my dog. She's mad. Wants to know who I'm in there talking to. All right, Viv, we're gonna take a break. I gotta go. I gotta go buy a trailer, Viv. Then I'll come in there, see what you're up to. Is this part of what I cut? No, this is okay. Let me grab this piece. No, that is. Yeah. Nope, I can't get that one. That's too big. I know, Viv. I didn't mean to leave you outside. The other reason I'd like to get a road is so I can take the truck back there. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All right. I'm gonna let her in. You're not missing anything. We're cutting down trees. What am I doing? I need more trees. Make a road so I can get the truck back here. Try not to drop any more trees on it. Or flip it over. Should be helpful. Okay, that's the big end. All right, I got one more small piece. That's the end right there. That's the spike. It's the one I feel like messed everything up on the last one. Maybe I can get it right there. Yeah, get in there. That's a much nicer load now, folks. I'm getting the hang of it. You look out. We'll have a trailer before you know it. All right. That one's gonna be iffy. Oh, crash. Okay. Again, it's just that one little. Oh, can I get a strap on there? Dang, it's not letting me strap it. I might be getting too tall. I don't know how that works. Ah, sorry folks. Trust me, it's making my eyes spin too. Oh man, it's not letting me put a strap on. Oh, that sounded wrong. Shoot. Hope that one rolled off of there. Well, what about now? Can I get one on there? Crap. I think I can only make this thing so high. Is this in the way? What's going on here? Look out. Something's preventing me from putting a strap. Seriously? Oh, crap. Just trying to move a couple of them a little bit. That was such a nicely loaded truck. I don't know. For some reason, it's not letting me put on the ratchet straps. All right. Well, crap. I guess what I'm going to do, I'll try to go slow and see if I can get it, at least get that much right there up there. I feel like I can get this one right there. It'd be really nice if that strap would lock in. If I could pick this up. Hello. Hello. Oh, man, are you kidding me? I just went and messed it all up. I did it again. Holy cow. You've got to be kidding me. uh, I don't know why. And the only other thing I can think of is that it's too close to the edge or something, but It's not letting me. Like before, it was just putting one on there even when I wasn't trying to put one on there.
Just when I thought I was getting good at loading a trailer and getting it on down to the sawmill there, nope.
Oh man, I just like completely lost that. Hello, slow her down. Oh shoot. All right, get in there.
Anyways, we got back on the road and we got on down here to the sawmill. And this is when I figured out that the Ponderosa Pine is definitely the moneymaker when it comes to the trees. The dead wood, not so much.
All right, let's see here. Sell wood. 15. Okay, that put me right at $4,002. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to look real quick. How do I get to that? Here we go. I was already looking at it earlier. Let's see. Trailers. Header trailers. That's not what I need. Rollers. Okay. Okay. Flatbed trailers, low loaders, trailers. All right, let's look at this here. So there's that one. That one's $4,250. It's not even that big. That is not very big. Uh, doesn't really tell me how wide it is. That doesn't look much bigger than the bed of my truck. Okay, there's flatbeds. Oh boy, those are 20,000. I feel like I looked at one that was those are pretty expensive. That one's 6,000. The problem is that's got walls on it. Design 2, design 3. Oh, well, yeah, that's still not very big. I mean, I may as well pay the 4,000 for that. That's still not very big, and I still need a little money. So I need to go back and get the rest of that wood.
I was about to learn me a valuable lesson here that I should pay a little bit closer attention in the beginning when I'm buying the vehicles that I bought. You'll see what I mean.
Those little ones are kind of, I don't want to say they're the reason. Oh, easy. I don't want to say they're the reason, but they're kind of awkward. Oh, how'd I get that in there? Like that? Do that. Oh, and we had this conversation. Oh, grab that. There is a way to do that. Well, then it depends on my turn, what I'm doing here. Okay. That's kind of long, but I don't think that trailer's that much bigger than that. Doesn't seem like it. All right. Oh, yep. Get in there, nestle down in there. I think I'm gonna wait on that one. Holy cow, Viv! Did you just? I think my dog just farted, boy. That's rough right there. That's rough right there, Viv. All right, where are these trees that I cut down? Anybody remember? I gotta get this cleaned up in here. Trying to jump and see. It was two fairly big logs. I think I wouldn't lose track of them. Holy cow! I pulled up in the truck right there. Oh, here we go. I was way off my mark. Yeah, not really. Truck's right there. Okay. So I think this is the last of this first one that I cut down. Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. I was in a hurry. I was ready to get this tree loaded up in the back of that truck, get it taken down to the sawmill, and get it cashed in for some money so we could go get a fancy trailer. But
I'm trying to like look down and watch it tuck into the truck, and then I'm just like running backwards with the piece of wood.
of course, I cut down trees in the forest, and now I spend 30 minutes looking for the tree that I cut down in the forest. And that is when I decided I was going to have to take a little break and decided I was going to go ahead and implement a little bit of a gravel road. I think we get to that in just a second.
And I do not know what's going on. It just does not seem to give me the strap option anymore. Did I unfasten? Oh. So I think, and oh, okay. All right. I saw that earlier. See, there's those straps down in there. Whatever I did, it finally broke. It finally sent them out, but I must have clicked something and shut them, like shut the automatic part of it off or something.
Of course, I forgot the automatic strap thing or something. And of course, I got sidetracked on what I was supposed to be doing, which was starting to put down a gravel road so that maybe I could find these trees a little bit easier and back my truck in to get closer.
All right, so I'm gonna cheat just a little bit if it'll let me do it. Let me save it just in case it doesn't. And it is a little bit of a, I mean, there should be a little bit easier road building settings, I guess is where I'm going with it, but it is kind of cheap to do it this way, and it might not even let me do it. But let's see. Oh, I think my Xbox controller. Timeout. All right, we're back. All right. So anyway, this is kind of a cheaper way to do this, and I'm not sure if it'll let me do it. We'll see if it does what I want it to do. But this is like forest ground, gravel, grass. I do forest ground, but I kind of don't want it to get tore up. I definitely don't want to do concrete. But here's what I'm going to do here. I can kind of paint this. Oh, yeah, okay, that's gravel. Okay. I was thinking I was putting down concrete. I'm going to just basically get myself a path started, mostly so I kind of know where I'm headed, and also so I can see a little bit better and then bring the truck in here. I think I can make this thing bigger. Okay. And also, so you can see my stump. See the tree stump right there? So that'll make it easier because if I were to try to build a farm in this area, that tree stump would give me problems down the road, from what I understand. All right, so that's about all I'm gonna do for right now, just so I have an area and a direction to go in. Just clip these edges here a little bit. All right. That'll make it a little bit easier to figure out where I'm at and where I'm going. Um, all right, and now that we know that's going to work, I think we're going to come grab this tree here. And I do pay for that gravel. It's only like it's not very much money at all.
All right, so now that all that other work was out of the way, I still had trouble finding parts of the tree back here, but it was time to get the rest of this truck loaded up, get this load down and get it paid for and head down to the store and buy ourselves a fancy new trailer.
So we're gonna try to get this load. This video is a little. This episode's a little bit longer here, but we're gonna try to get down here and get this unloaded, and then I should absolutely have enough money. I have $3,803. So I think I need. I forget what I said now. $4,250 or something like that. Oh, there's that whole tree right there. There is a whole nother tree there. So I did not clear out this. Okay, this is all still part of the first tree here. Oh. Anyway, I forget what I was saying, but I'm gonna try to get down and buy a trailer and get it down here, and that'll be kind of the end of episode 2. And then like episode 3 will kind of be just the same thing, kind of getting this place cleared out a little bit. I'm gonna kind of keep working straight down this gravel road and kind of getting an area opened up in here. And then eventually we'll have enough money. It's somewhere down the line. Oh my goodness. Somewhere down the line, you can buy a wood chipper, and it's like a wood chipper silo. This is what the guy did on his game, which I thought was a really cool idea. Am I not grabbing that? Go on up a little bit. Oh. Anyway, you can buy a wood chipper silo so that basically you're just dragging these to the wood chipper and then you can sell the wood chipping. So that's kind of how he got going, and I thought, man, that's pretty fun. And he had like some apricots or something that he was growing, that he was making extra money. I only watched a couple episodes of his. I think he's still going, but I got to thinking I like to do it and then have a big cattle farm, because you can do all kinds of different cattle. You can do pigs, horses, sheep. There's all kinds of animals you can actually husbandry, or however you say that, raise, make money off of. All right, I'm starting to get a little bit sloppy on the load over here, so I'm going to see if I can get this one on here and then go get it sold off. That's a pretty good load right there. I think that was actually, this one's maybe a little better than the one we took in. Okay, tension belt. Yep. Can I do one here? Oh, see, I did that same thing again, where I had a hold of it. Okay, good. So somehow or another, I set the automatic. Is there one right there? I set the automatic strap off there somehow.
All right, so at this point, we're about 4 hours into the day, about 4 loads back to the sawmill here. We are ready to cash out and buy us a trailer. I can't tell you how excited I was to get up there and get a new trailer. And then,
Doo, doo, doo. $2,800. That was a big one right there. All right, so we are going to go to town and pick up our trailer. Oh man, I really hope that this one's going to be like, they have it either like that or like that. And part of me feels like I might have less trouble if I don't have those sides. So if I do it like that, it's $4,250. Let's do it. Okay, now I can go fetch that at town. We're down to $1,572.
so I was trying to be a little bit careful about not letting the truck radio music get into the video. So, anyway, I was all excited about getting here because I basically forgot where I was going. And then this happens. The truck would not pick up the trailer. I don't know why. I don't know how. I know it's a little bit of a pain every now and then to get it to attach, but it would not attach to the trailer. And I need to get it set up to where the radio is off when I'm driving because I said probably a lot of things I shouldn't say anyway, but I was not happy. I tried to look and double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. I could not figure out why this trailer would not fit on the truck. All I know is that it would not fit on the truck. So now I had to start looking for another option to pull a trailer. I decided to cut out about 5 minutes where I sat here looking through the whole catalog to see if I could find something to buy. I went ahead and sold that trailer back so that I would have the money. So we're heading home at the end of day two, excuse me, episode two, with about $5,000, no trailer, and we have to come up with a new game plan. And then,
Oh my goodness, I just smashed into that tree.
yep, out of frustration and not paying attention, slammed the old truck right into a tree. But I made her back to the farm, used the new gravel road to park the old truck, and I knew that it was time for episode three to come up with a brand new game plan.
I have to figure out what to do here. Got to get myself a trailer or some sort of a tractor that I can pull a trailer so I can get some more of these trees out of the woods. We'll catch you here in a little bit.